All right, guys. Here we go. The good stuff, dude. This is exactly what we've all been wanting. GOMAH. GOMAH is coming. GOMAH is ferocious. He is on his way. Now, this makes sense with just kind of like how I figured Dokkan would handle the Daima stuff. So if you guys are not aware, in the campaign here, the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner goes on a little longer than these banners typically go on for, which just kind of clued us in that, oh, okay, this is going to be a what, chat? Answer? Any answers? That's correct. It is going to be a Daima Part 2 character. Now, keep in mind that we used to get Heroes kind of as like the pseudo Part 2, but this year Heroes is replaced with, I assume GOMAH is just going to be a yellow coin LR. But, I mean, maybe they just make him like a carnival. Eventually, I would like GOMAH to get a Dokkan Fest, but I think just dropping him, just like Salmax, dropping him as like a yellow coin LR right now, I do think is fine. And then they have adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku and adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta that they could do as a dual Dokkan Fest. To me, that feels more suitable for a dual Dokkan Fest that people will really care about than Goku and GOMAH, right? So we knew it was going to be Daima related. Rick also did go ahead and tweet this out not too long ago that it looked like the banner was going to be dropping on the 13th. Based upon the last time we got one of these teasers right here, I was very confident it was Metal Cooler. Ended up being Baby. This was on September 26th. And then we got our animations, right? Our baby, animations was on September 28th. So it should be in about exactly 2 days. So it should be 11/11, should be November 11th, when we are going to be seeing GOMAH's full details revealed and his animations revealed, which then puts GOMAH on track to release on the 13th. So everything is going all according to Keikaku. Keikaku, of course, being, Rick's tweet right there. Rick usually incredibly, highly, very supremely accurate right there. So we've got that going. So that's just kind of like a lot of the setup with all this, right? So I do think we will see GOMAH animations stuff in 2 days. And then the banner should be dropping on the 13th. Now, it's going to be at the same time as Goku. So just, for me, I'm in the Eastern time zone of the United States. So that means it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern for me on the 13th, which is a very, very unusual time. Remember, for years and years and years, I was used to the JP Dokkan release schedule of, 4 a.m. and 3 a.m. my time. So to have a banner come out at 8 p.m. is going to be very bizarre, but we will be ready for that. So it is obviously GOMAH too. Right, we just go through, you could see pretty crystal clear, like, it's, like, obviously. I am excited for this, too, because think about it with Salmax, right? Who can I pull up? We got to go to the JP Wiki for this. I just want to quickly make this point of how long it took them to drop Salmax after the release of the movie. Let's just go to, like, Hybrid Saiyans quickly here. If this takes me too long, I'll just pause to not waste you guys' time. I'll pause. Right here. This guy. So look at this. So June 11th, 2022. Right? 2022. Cellmax was 2 years later. June 18th, 2024. 2 years later, they dropped this bitch. Now, to be fair, he was a lot of different fights in-game, which I guess GOMAH already does have multiple different versions in game as well. But like, it's good that GOMAH is, his third eye form shit is not even a full year old at this point. And we're already going to be getting him in game. So this is going to be pretty awesome, right? So it's definitely going to be GOMAH. I'm not even really seeing, yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's LR Tau. Bro, guys, look. Look, there it is. It's Tau, man. Tau's coming. No, it's obviously GOMAH. Okay, so they're looking at his categories and stuff. We, chat, can go ahead and do that right here as well. So remember, the Daima story event is here, and there are many, many different fights with GOMAH. You fight GOMAH like 50 stages in a row, right? I guess it's at 13, 14, 15, and 16. Yeah, and then eventually we can get Majin Ku and Do. What categories does Majin Do have? Dragon Ball Seekers, Artificial Life Form, Majin Power, Mission Execution, and Demonic Power. I don't expect that we'll see Majin Ku or Do. It's probably just going to be GOMAH. We have not seen a banner unit for an LR banner in years. I remember Lord Slug. It's very goofy, but Giant Form Lord Slug came out on the LR Bardock banner, and the Topo and Pride Trooper banner unit came out with Tech LR Full Power Jiren. But I mean that would be good if they dropped a banner unit of like Majin Ku or Do. I would definitely be very down with that, or even maybe like Degasu, like his Supreme Kai kind of like right hand. Although he pisses me off because he like accomplishes nothing. Now again, we have two separate GOMAH like names in game. Third Eye GOMAH and then Giant GOMAH. Regular GOMAH, I guess his name would just be GOMAH. He's not a boss or anything, right? Because stage 1 is Kid Buu, isn't it? It is, yeah. Dude, so many events like start with stage 1 Kid Buu because it's recapping the end of the Buu saga. There's actually like 10 events that do that. And then already we're on to the trolls. Oh, dude, look, it's me. I'm a troll. That's what they call me, Troll Arrow, man. That's it. Yeah, okay. So regular GOMAH doesn't have a fight, right? But so there's at least 3 different named versions of GOMAH they could do. So let's take a look at what GOMAH has for categories. So Third Eye GOMAH has Dragon Ball Seekers, Terrifying Conquerors, huh? Final Trump Card, Battle of Fate, Demonic Power, and Successors. Feels like he could have more than that, doesn't it? They couldn't have given him Accelerate. What? Okay, so he gets 2 new categories here. What does he get? Full Power. And what's the other one? Accelerate. He does get Accelerated Battle. So Giant GOMAH gets Full Power and Accelerated Battle added on top. But Third Eye GOMAH doesn't have Accelerated Battle? That seems a little... Dude, that seems a little goofy considering he's being attacked by 50 different people. I guess, like, once he gets to this point, like, he actually is kind of, like, instant teleporting and shit, right? Like, as he's getting stronger while fighting Vegeta, he just, like, appears behind him. So, okay. I would assume he's gonna be Giant GOMAH, depending upon how they utilize the giant form. He could be a giant form category character as well, but that would kind of be if it was going to be like a rage transformation. As far as I'm aware, the only character on giant form that's not actually like a giant form transformation character is literally this Piccolo Jr. So maybe they could just drop Giant GOMAH. He doesn't have a giant form transformation and he's just on the category. Like, if they're going to start doing that, I'm not going to be upset about that. They should, right? And then they could just add Hirudegarn to it retroactively. We could just add Fat Janemba to it retroactively. Why not, right? Like, there's no reason for them not to do that. I would be totally down if they decided to do that. So, again, I'm going to assume that GOMAH is going to be a yellow coin LR, which means he is going to be getting 2 categories with 200%. Whoops, wrong TN. There he is right here, right? So, TN, 2 categories, 200% leader. So that's what I could expect for Giant GOMAH. So we have several that could be very good. Dragon Ball Seekers, to me, makes way too much sense. I know people are going to be like, oh, let's do Terrifying Conquerors and Battle of Fate, or like Accelerated Battle and Terrifying Conquerors. They're probably not going to make it that crazy. Dragon Ball Seekers gets a lot of big characters on there. And then, I mean, if they do pretty much any of the others, it could be very good. Because almost all these Daima characters are on Dragon Ball Seekers, right? So that's super good. So, yeah, chat, let me know what you guys think. I am very excited to see GOMAH actually dropping in-game. I don't have a problem with him being like a Yellow Coin LR, or maybe he could be a Carnival LR right here. Probably not, but I mean, they've done so many extra, like, Dokkan Fest LR, like, level characters this year, right? And remember, Golden Week, they just made a carnival, right? Because we're like, okay, so maybe Tanabata, like, which ended up being TDC, just isn't going to be a carnival, but that was also a carnival. So they just added another carnival. Maybe they're going to add another carnival here and make GOMAH a carnival. Although carnival would just be one leader skill. But, I mean, if it's like just 220% to accelerate a battle, Terrifying Conquerors, or Battle of Fate or something, like, that's not going to be a big deal. Like, that would be fine. And, I mean, GOMAH is very likely to have stuff like Big Bad Bosses, too. So, GOMAH could be a pretty impactful release. I'm definitely pretty excited to see this boy in-game. And I'm very happy that we're not going to wait 500 years for him like we did for Cell Max. So, oh, by the way, we probably will see Tamagami 2 and 3 stages come out with him. Maybe GOMAH will get a stage as well. We'll see. We know at the very least Tamagami 2, Tamagami 1 and 2. 1 and 2, because they fight 3 first. So Tamagami 2 and 1 should also be getting stages there. So, let me know what you guys think of GOMAH. Where is he? Where's my goat? Dude, there we go. GOMAH, finally on the way.